going back to what you said, what have I seen changing over my time in the industry? I've seen so much change, and I've seen it change in the most exciting of ways as the technology has been adopted, as these new working practices have come in. And what I saw as a sort of a gentle increase within the industry, a gentle level of change, has now suddenly shot up as these new technologies become available and we realize what they're actually capable of. Nice, to me, that is fantastic. And this is why I would go back and I said, well, how did I join the insurance industry? It was very sleepy. Not much happened. It was very quiet.
But has it become more interesting over time?
Oh, so much more interesting because of that technology that's actually coming into the organization and the industry as a whole. Because you've got, in a sense, it's almost like an arms race taking place. Everyone realizes that this technology can make your service better, reduce your costs as an organization. And that can only be good for what you're trying to achieve, both through your bottom line, but also ultimately to the premiums that you charge your customer, because your costs sit alongside your claims to determine your profits and your losses at the end of the year. So if you can start shaving even small amounts off your own costs in terms of your operational costs, but also your claims costs and how you can make things more efficient when you're paying out in a claims situation, you can charge less premium, which will potentially attract more customers, which can only be good.
Yeah, indeed. But just a question on that, right? You mentioned that the new technologies have really made things more interesting, but have they also brought in more challenges? Could be a number of challenges, right? In terms, for example, nowadays we have cyber frauds happening, right? Data privacy could be another challenge, right? So what are those challenges that you see these new technologies are bringing to the insurance business?
For me, it's the data. It's the data and the rules and the regulations that surround it, but also individuals' expectations about how their data is actually going to be used, and also about the understanding of what's going to happen to their data. And I think that's the big thing. So you have the regulations. So you have the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, which is coming in the European Union, still in the UK. And it's become that global benchmark as to what's expected. Okay, I'm not dealing with America here, with each individual state having its own approach to the privacy, but I'm talking about other areas. So to me, that is a very important thing.